102.3
Max FM.
This is the Bbnaija Roundup, brought to you by Lush Hair.
Yes, as I promised, we're inside the Big Brother Naija house. It's time for the Big Brother Naija Roundup, brought to you by Lush Hair, and we have so much gist to give to you, as always. Now, yesterday was definitely a very, very, should I say, fun and it was filled with lots of things that happened. I mean, from the fight between Chichi and Diana, and then Chomsy got involved and all that mess. But let's start from the head of house games that was played yesterday, because that is what is most important. Chomsy bagged the title and she picked Edo Swags as her companion. But a twist that they do not understand is this week there will be no evictions. Big Brother has decided that this week should be a week of bonding. But little did Big Brother know that there will be fights here and there. But I guess they really need to bond before deciding who to eliminate and who not to eliminate. So that was what was at stake yesterday. When they were playing, they thought that they were playing to avoid getting nominated for eviction, but all that was in vain. But still, the nomination still happened, and it was quite interesting to see the housemates go in for the first time, nominating who they want and who they, wanted to leave the Big Brother Naija house. The housemates that got nominated the most were Chichi and Adekunle, not surprising. Now, the thing that I found interesting was Adekunle nominating Shegs and Bella. I mean, it was pretty obvious. The moment he walked into the diary session, the diary room, I knew who he was going to go for, and he did not disappoint at all. I think he's being real. I think, to me, he's one of the realest housemates so far. Unlike some of them that will smile at each other and enter the diary room and be saying all sorts. Especially Chichi, who was quite dramatic when she was asked to pick two housemates for possible eviction, and she was twisting and turning, and people were like, you know who you want. Just say it with your full chest and stop the drama. Speaking of the drama, she got into a fight with Diana, and it was just very confusing. You know that the levels have been, moved together now. So it's just one Big Brother Naija house for all the housemates. So they are having to move their things here and there. And she has an interest in Deji. And Deji was, was trying to be a gentleman when he decided to give up his space for Diana to use to move her stuff inside, and saying, for Chichi to move her stuff inside, and then allowing Diana to share a little bit of his space so Diana could keep some of her things. And so Chichi took it personally, thinking Diana was trying to move to Deji, and she got angry and all that stuff, started screaming and all that, drama, even, pushed Diana, and Diana was being held back. Diana started crying as well at some point, saying that Big Brother did not allow me to do my stuff, not allow me to bring out the fire. Well, all well and good for her, because at the end of the day, it was Chichi that got a serious warning for her misconduct and behavior towards Diana. So it was a good thing that Diana was held back, because she could have gotten a serious warning as well if the fight had become, physical. We all know what happened to Beauty at the end of the day. Nobody wants to be disqualified at this point of, the competition. In your opinion, who do you think is going to, who do you think is a really strong contender so far? Looking at all of them in one house, I think it's easy to see, the ones that are really, really making the house interesting, and the ones that have been really, really dull this season. So who, in your opinion, would you say has been the most entertaining housemate so far? And Phyna emerged the tail of the house yet again, and that's because she didn't fulfill the terms of her punishment last week. So Biggie said, you will not participate in the head of house games. You will continue to be the tail for this week. And he gave her a piece of paper or a notepad to write. Last week the punishment was she would talk like an alien. But we can see that did not happen. I mean, when you have Groovy, speaking like an alien will not work. So she forgot her punishment and was kissing all over the house and making all sorts of, conversations with Groovy and all the other housemates. And so this week, her punishment continues. So sad for her. So let's see how she's going to make that punishment work, so that she doesn't carry on with that punishment next week. Now, speaking of Groovy, there was a rumor of Groovy and Phyna getting, hot underneath the sheet. And that rumor was spread by Amaka. It got to the point whereby Amaka gave that gist to, I think it was Chichi, and Chichi gave that gist to Bella, and Bella gave that gist to Chomsy, and Chomsy told Groovy. and Groovy got angry, and that I think that was also part of the drama going on in the house. And I liked when Chomzy emerged head of house and she did not pick Groovy. I was in my head like, if you dare pick Groovy, I would, in fact, I will come to that Big Brother Naija house and sound your face for you. But she picked Elo Swags, which I think is very, very diplomatic of her, because at the end of the day, it's not about, love and all that. It's all about strategy. And I think that was a good strategy for her to pick Groovy to share. To pick Elo Swag to share the spoils of her emerging the head of house. Now, so far, what do you think about what's been going on inside the Big Brother Naija house? What do you think about, the friendships going on here and there? And who do you think might win this season? Looking at all of them, all the levels in one house together, who do you think has been the most entertaining so far?
102.3
Max FM.
This is the Bbnaija Roundup, brought to you by Lush Hair.